much more filled then with other things and with like some tapestry. And this is a funny story I have to tell you about this triptychon. It's called the Pink Lama triptychon, and there was another big cruise ship with other people, and they had a huge 2 meters high pink llama like this one for the other people to go not on the wrong boat. The pink llama followed us the whole trip from Antigua to the Caribbean to St. Martin to every island to, you know, and I collected things from there, fishes, going around. When we ate shrimps, I put them in the color and I put them like the further Dadaist put them on the paper and put them here, look here, the big shrimp. And I love to do it in funny things like this. Of course, a real shrimp. And this blue gorilla is in normal weather duck. And the blue gorilla is standing in the Miami Design District. So this cyclus was all called the Pink Lama and the Blue Gorilla. And I loved the alliteration of this. And I made photo expressions with it, like this Pink Lama and Blue Gorilla, and I had a lot of fun with mixing them together from the side. So this was for more or less 1 year. This was a very touchy and very funny theme for me: Pink Lama and the Blue Gorilla. Classical from November 2003, where we stayed in the Indian Ocean, Maldives. This is very classical, and you can see how much light is in. Then you see where it's painted. So this is a typical Korbach picture. So North Europe, not so lighty, and this is shining. This is much more. And this is Caribbean, and this is Miami. And most of the people who know me from the last 2 or 3 years, they say, what's that about? Why do you have porcelain and things like that? So the story is very funny because you've seen the original painting with this in the last room. Everything of my t-shirts and of my porcelain is of course from my paintings. And I started 7 years before to open my studio, like a kind of an open studio and a kind of a gallery. And I invited people to come to look around my shoulder. And the first time they said, oh no, what is this? What is this woman doing? What is she painting? And I said, oh my goodness, but the picture is not so bad. And so I said, how can I affect your attention? So I did everything on t-shirts, porcelain, on shawls, on silk, on completely everything. And then I started to buy these things. So the side effects. I think it's 3 years ago. Then it changed, but now both is going. So whenever they see now a picture, they say, I have a firm in London who is making just this, but just one piece, so it's all unique. And so now the people say, oh, I love this, can you make a t-shirt and a trouser and a dress for me from this? So I'm really busy at this time. Here you see, this was at the beginning. In the beginning, they didn't sell the pictures, so they wanted everything on a bag, and this is all by everything is made by me. So this is the story behind this. But now I really make only on demand. It's slow fashion. It's recycled. Everything is recycled jersey, so it's really valuable. and it's not fast fashion, and it's not for the trash can. I really produce if somebody is going to sell it, to buy it. So that's the story about all the things. This is one of my latest pictures. I myself feel really much in love with it, and it's a green dot you don't see, but it's more or less sold to a very nice doctor here in the city, and it's called Adam and Eve. And Adam is not longer with a real head, but because Eve, she just
ate the apple.
And this is the paradise. Here is the paradise. They just fall out the paradise, and the theme is Adam and Eve finding common ground. So they just fall out because she did it. She did the big sin, you poor little thing, and they fall out. And so they have to find now in a really nice flat, really nice, furnished and decorated, really stylish. They have to find a new common ground. And of course, when I started to paint, it was Eastern. So here's a little bunny, you know. And they have now, there are different fruits you can eat from, but you've already fallen out of the paradise. So you can eagerly fall here in the pop art furniture, or here in the very stylish with antique Chinese porcelain, or as I bought this because I love decoration, like these new lamps. And if they really have to look around, because here it goes to hell. I love, it's a monstrous project. It takes about 3 to 4 weeks, this picture. It works with a Gothic cathedral and with a Garden Eden beneath, and it's really tricky to zoom it together, than to have really one story. It's a handmade everything, and it's I like photographing. I studied photographs as well, and this is from Miami Medusa, a Portuguese Medusa jellyfish, and this is the closer. So this is the water, this is the sand, and these are the tentacles. It's crystal glass, and they made it in London as well, where they made the t-shirts and the trousers and everything. It's all from different species of my pictures, and all put together.
Okay.
So what I make is a lot of fun. This Wimmelbild, which is really nice, and of course, what I paint is most of all, it's something I live in, or I just had the real impression of the real flamingo with it. So what is really funny, there's the flamingo, there's a seagull, and there's something who eats all the things, but it doesn't happen because this is dead. So there's always a joke in. And things out of that, I make then designs for. Sometimes people will like to have something in the outer, which is easy for water or for the garden. and it's on alu debond, so it's water resistant. You can put it, if you have a pool or something like that, you can put it outside. And this was the second really great picture, which was award-winning global still life from entrepreneur. And this was the global winner. The theme was modern still life. Story with that as well. This is the original telephone from my parents.
Okay.
I grew up with it. It's from the 1969. So it's really not to tap, it's to like this one.
Yeah, rotary. Yeah.
And so I found it when I visited my dad on the was heißt Dachboden, on the rooftop of his house.
Okay.
Yeah. So but I just painted this picture and I saw this and I said to my dad, please, I want to have it. This is so cool. This is extremely cool. And this is also kind of a thing I did in the first years of my paintings. So it's as like a dress or like a scarf or like this one. And I make incredible funny things like suitcases or so all the or socks from my painting. And I make incredible things. I make like suitcases. I have generations of children. They have suitcases with their, but of course this is one of me. But here you see the Medusa tentacles like this. And then of course I make it for the children with their name, but I do not make the children on them. This was my first thing, just to look if how it goes, and then of course I make the designs. But a lot of grandparents, they made it for their children, and even friends of ours, they have one with a fish, and they want to have their name on personal suitcase, which is very nice. One of the first in 2018 when my mom died. This is childhood and there's no child, no mom.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
This is a lonely space, yeah. I love this. This is very nice. This is very, for me, it's really to keep on my, that I don't fill it with too much. Yes. As well, but more in, I love painting outside, but here I frame my pictures and I do all by myself, of course. I screw them by myself. Look at the hoodies. They are all things, my pictures are in here. So it's all one. It's a picture or it's a hoodie, it's all the same. And this picture is, this was going worldwide. Los Angeles, Art Basel, Venice, Rome. It was just 1 year traveling around. at the meantime are at the gallery, at the gallerist, or in Basel, or yes, on tour. And you see there are frames as well. So I really do it by myself. Overpaint them sometimes, and I have fun to make it big, to make it huge, or a little bit like opulent.